Okay, today we're going to go into a little bit more commission stuff. This is going to be the last day we do anything regarding the commission. What we're going to focus on is when we have some sort of base pay plus our commission. Just a reminder, our base pay is when we get some sort of salary, meaning we get a guaranteed amount each week or month. And then we're also going to look at if we have some sort of hourly income. Hourly income is based on pay based on us working X number of hours. First one we're going to look at is number 1 on the page. This girl earns $2,150 a month plus commissions of 7.5%. Just one of the reasons I want to do this one is I wanted to make sure we can look at this and see 7.5. This is 7.5%. Make sure we're on the same page there. On her future sales. In July, her sales were $7,350. How much does she earn in July? So in July, we're going to know we know that she makes $2,150 plus whatever her commission was. To calculate her commission, we're going to need the 7.5% and her sales there. To calculate our total commission, we're going to take our percent as a decimal. And we move that decimal 2 places to the left. So we get 0.075. And we're going to multiply it by our sales. 7,350. And that's when we're going to use our calculator. Calculator 0.075 times 7,350, $551.25. So to calculate my entire pay for the month, we're going to do $2,150 plus my $551.25. Add those up, plus 2,150, enters 2701.25. That is my her total income for that month. Total income for my pay was salary plus my total commission. And again, to calculate how much commission we have, we multiply my rate, my commission rate or percentage, as decimal, by how much we had in sales. Next two are very similar to that one, but I want to do number 4 as well, or at least one of number 4. I'm going to do this as well. This guy's selling houses. His earnings are based on a graduated commission. This graduated commission is important. When he's looking at houses, in this first $100,000 he earns, he's only earning $2,000. But then if it goes over $100,000, on whatever piece is over $100,000, he gets paid 3% on that. So you're going to have to break it up into 2 pieces. He sells the first house. His first house is sold for... all this other stuff doesn't really matter. He sells this house for $199,900. All this other information does not matter. Doesn't matter how many bedrooms, how many baths, how many living rooms, whatever. These are the only numbers that matter. So for his first $100,000, his commission rate is 2%. That's what 2% looks like as a decimal. How much more money did he sell? Well, the house sold for $199,900. Minus $100,000. So that's $99,900 that he still needs to be paid commission on. 999. And this commission rate is 3%. Take that number, which is already in the calculator, multiply it by 0.03, 2,997, and then the other one is 100,000 times 2%. That is 2. At the end, we just add those up. Again, this is my first $100,000 on top. First $100,000 is at 2%. Whatever's left over, let's take that 100,000 away from that. We multiply it by 3%, and we get $4,997. One on the right's the same thing, but instead of 199,900, it's $149,900. Number 5 on the next, and 6 and 7 was a little confusing when I first read it, so I wanted to make sure we went over something like this as well. So it says Bailey repairs TV and VCR remote control units at $7.50 an hour for an electronic equipment repair store. He also gets $4 for each remote that he repairs. If he works a 40-hour week and repairs 27 remote control units, how much will he earn? There's a little note here that says, is Bailey making commission for his work? I say he is. That's just what I feel. Because he's getting paid. The more remotes he repairs, he gets more money. Now, it's not a percentage, so this is more like a per unit. Every time he fixes a remote, he gets $4. We still have to add them up. There's not really a difference between this and the regular percentage commission rate that we've been doing. So first, we have to calculate how much he made in the 40-hour work week. Back to 3 or 4 days ago, he worked 40 hours in the week. He made $7.50 an hour. Calculate that real quick. 40 hours in the work week times $7.50 for each of those hours. He made $300 in income on his base pay, just for being here. Now he makes $4 each remote. $4 is kind of like his percentage. He made $4 per remote, and then he repaired how many? 27 remote controls. 4 times 27, $108. He made $108 extra dollars just for repairing remotes. And then we just add those up. 408. $408 that week. That's $300 for showing up and being there 40 hours, and $108 for repairing 27 remotes that he got paid $4 each time. Now, this is where things can get kind of difficult. How many units does Bailey have to repair to earn at least $500? So he wants to earn more money. He only earned $408 the first time. He wants to earn $500 now. So let's start. We have $500. In that 40 hours, we know he's already going to make $300. So we're going to take that $300 away from the $500. When we take that away, we end up with $200. So he needs to make $200 from repairing TV remotes. Every time he repairs a remote, he gets $4. So we need to divide this. $200 he needs to make. $4 every time he repairs a remote. 200 divided by 4. He needs to repair 50 remotes. He needs to repair 50 remotes to get paid $500, at least $500. 27 remotes, $408. 50 remotes, $500 or more. That's why commission's an incentive. The more you work, the more you grab, the more you do, the more money you make. Now it says how many units would he have to be able to repair per hour to get this done in a 40-hour work week? Well, he needed 50, and we're going to divide it by the number of hours he has. So it's going to be a fraction, which I find weird. 50 divided by 40. He's going to need to repair 1 1/4 remotes per hour. So he needs to repair one and get about 25% through another one each hour. Hourly income first. She worked 56 hours. Of that, the first 40, as always in this class, is at her regular hourly rate. Her regular hourly rate is $8.25. Then we take away $40 from 56, 40 hours from 56. 56 minus 40 would be 16. She worked 16 hours of overtime. 16 hours of overtime, she gets paid time and a half. Time and a half is when we take our hourly income and multiply it by 1.5. I'm lining up all of my equations so we can just do the math in the calculator at the end. Now let's look at my commissions. She sold a total of $2,785 of clothing, and she's going to get 5% commissions on that. She multiplied by 5%. Lots of multiplying in all this. Let's go ahead and throw all these in the calculator. 40 times 8.25. Not right. 40 times 8.25. She made $330 for the first 40 hours, her regular time pay. Then we're going to do our 16 hours times, and don't forget the parentheses, our overtime pay. Overtime pay is 8.25 times, time and a half. Enter. She made $198 from overtime. And now commission, she sold $2,785, and she made a 5% commission on it. She made another $139.25. Last thing we do, we add them all up. Plus, add them all in the calculator. I can just add them in. Plus, scroll up, 230. She made a total of $667.25. The remaining part of it until number 12 here on the next page. Please finish those. Finish 1 on the previous page, so 1, which I've done for y'all. So do 2, 3, finish this one. Calculate 700, just like we did up here for 500 for Bailey. Do the same thing. 7 right here is the same as 6. And finish 9, 10, 11, and 12 on the next page.